What's going on, everyone? I'm just a typical, average American, here today to react and learn about some of the most iconic places in Bergen, as well as some of the obscure places in Bergen that I've never heard of before. The hidden gems, the places in Bergen that only Norwegians would know about. That is what I'm excited to learn about here today and see for the first time. So with that being said, let's take a look.
On my right here, we have Bergen, the bay,
Oh.
and to the left, you have Bergen, the historical area of Bergen.
Okay. Oh, what these buildings, like this wood and the color, there's really nothing like it. Nothing that even comes close to how iconic these buildings are in Norway. You don't see this at all here in America. Why are they colored, different colors like this? Is there like a reason other than it looking really, really cool? Is there like another reason?
I parked the bike nearby the Bergen area and walk over to explore this UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Yeah.
As you approach,
But there's even like, man, maybe I'm overreacting here, but even the little statues like that are attached to the walls of the buildings and stuff, even stuff like this I think is really, really cool. I think it adds so much character and culture and stuff. Even this guy holding a fish.
Bergen, you'll be greeted by a row of iconic wooden buildings
Yeah.
that stand proudly along the waterfront. A
Wow.
symbol of Bergen's rich maritime heritage and the
Yeah.
Hanseatic League's influence in the region.
Wow, I've never seen it like up close like this. You can actually walk in between the buildings like this. This is just so much like closer and in detail than I've ever seen before. Like walking between the buildings in Bergen. This is cool. This perspective even is cool.
The wooden architecture, with its steep gables and overhanging roofs,
Yeah.
transports you to a bygone era of trade and seafaring adventures.
Yeah. Oh, like this. This is awesome. He's absolutely right. It's so like historical, and it really makes you feel like you're back in time. I'm so happy that Norway seems to have done such a fantastic job preserving these older Norwegian structures. Like it's really, really cool that you can just go walk right next to these in real life.
In many places, the buildings lean towards each other, creating a sense of intimacy and intrigue.
Really?
Stepping into the cobble streets of Bryggen, you'll feel an undeniable sense of history and character.
Yeah.
The buildings hold stories from the past, and as you wander through the narrow alleyways, you'll uncover hidden corners and architectural details that
Yeah, it's so cool. I think it's so cool that he filmed these angles of the buildings, because I've never seen anything like this before. It really feels so authentic. And it's all made out of wood. It really feels like you're like way back in time at an old fishing village or something.
speak to the area's rich heritage.
There's so
Yeah.
much history here, and you can still almost feel the smell of the dry fish, which they used to store in a lot of the buildings here. Definitely.
The buildings still smell like fish? Is that a good thing? So they used to store dried fish in here, and that smell, you can still smell the fish from, I don't know, hundreds of years ago. Okay. I didn't know about that detail.
A must-see when you come to Bergen. All right, found a Norwegian waffle.
Oh,
It's good. Got good waffles
looks
in
good.
Bergen.
oh, so cool. Oh my God, it's so beautiful. And it seems to be surrounded by like some mountains as well. And it of course has the big harbor that it's kind of famous for, like the fishing heritage and all that, right?
I leave the Bryggen area behind, and the goal for the rest of the day is to explore some of the hidden gems and lesser known sites of Bergen.
Okay, so that was a really, really popular part of Bergen. Did he call it Bergen? I think? Bergen? He's saying that's a really popular, well-known part of Bergen. And it's really, I see why, because it's really, really cool. And now we're going to explore some of the less appreciated parts of Bergen, which I'm real excited for. This is interesting. Is this like a mural already? This is more modern, huh? Is that a troll or something?
Behind me here is the Bergen Cathedral, which is a great place to visit. But there's a little detail on the facade, because if you look very closely, you can see that there is a cannonball which is stuck in the stones.
What?
This cannonball dates back from 1665, when there was a sea battle between the Dutch and the English, and then Norway had sided with the Dutch. Obviously, a lot of
Are you freaking kidding me? That is so awesome. That is genuinely so cool. I have never heard of something like that. And it's so fantastic that they left it there. There's a literal cannonball in the side of the cathedral that got shot there during a battle. that is so awesome, actually. That is incredible. I've never seen that.
cannonballs were fired towards the city, and one of them is still stuck here at the cathedral.
No way.
I'm standing here by the Leprosy Museum in Bergen, and it's closed now because it's winter, but if you come back in the summer, make sure to pay this place a visit.
Okay.
The Leprosy Museum in Bergen is a humbling and thought-provoking experience.
Leprosy? I think leprosy is an illness, right? Is this a museum about the illness, or?
Reflecting on the human capacity for resilience and empathy. It pays tribute to the work of Dr. Gerhard Armauer Hansen, one of the most known Norwegian doctors throughout history, who made groundbreaking discoveries related to leprosy.
Okay, I see. Oh man, it's so cool seeing all these different shots in different parts of the city as well. Like, looks so different to any city I've ever seen here in the United States. Like, seriously. Even though this part of Bergen looks a little different to, what was it called? Bergen? Yeah, Bergen, which has the wooden, colorful buildings. This looks a little different, but still it's extremely unique in its own way.
You might recognize this street here from another YouTube video I made, Top 6 Things to Do in Bergen. This street is called Skostredet, the Shoemaker Street.
Okay.
And behind me here, I want to emphasize this place, which is called Halleisen.
Okay.
This is an ice cream shop.
Oh, okay. See, I have no idea what we're going to see here today with the hidden gems in Bergen. I didn't know that it was going to include ice cream. I'm very happy, actually, that it's an ice cream shop. Okay.
We got some really delicious ice cream. The name is kind of fun because they're playing with words. Halleisen is the slang in Bergen for saying hi to someone. But isen can also mean ice cream in Norwegian.
Oh, very clever. Is ice cream like different in Norway, or is this like the same kind of ice cream that we have here in America? I wonder.
Behind me here, you have the old Bergen Stock Market building from 1861. It's located just behind the fish market, which is over there. The reason why I mention it...
Stock market? This is the Bergen Stock Market. Bergen had its own stock market?
It's because you can go inside this building and you can see some really beautiful frescoes, which are made by Norwegian artist Aksel Revold, who also made frescoes inside the City Hall in Oslo.
Oh, that's so cool that you can just go inside some of these historical buildings. Like, is it free? Or either way, the fact that they just let you in and you can kind of appreciate all this Bergen history, that's super cool. Seems to be... Bergen is a lot bigger than I ever imagined, although it is like the second biggest Norwegian city, right? So it should be pretty big. I just never saw that it had so much stuff in it.
Bergen got a lot of good museums, but one museum that is not so well known is this one, the Maritime Museum. It's a little bit hidden, sits up on a hill, but we're actually just a 10-12 minute walk away from the fish market.
Okay, cool.
The Maritime Museum in Bergen offers a diverse range of exhibits and attractions that provide a comprehensive exploration of the city's maritime history.
Oh my god, I just think it is so freaking cool. I think Norway is a little more open with how they allow you to get very, very close to the exhibition. I think Norway is a bit more trusting. At museums here in America, a lot of this stuff would be more roped off behind glass and out of reach of people, because Americans do kind of stupid things, even at museums. All of this stuff is just out in the open, and you can just go to these museums and you can be this close to like an old like historical ship, and that is awesome. That's like a once in a lifetime opportunity, especially for Americans.
There are historical exhibits showcasing a wide array of historical artifacts and models of Viking ships. Great for learning how these outstanding ships were built.
That is so cool. The models. This is a super cool museum. I'm not always like always wanting to go to a museum. Sometimes they can be boring, but this looks amazing. Like the miniature models and the Viking history, and this would keep my attention.
Nicely crafted ship models, both large and small, are on display throughout the museum.
Wow.
And also full-sized boats from the Bergen area, showcasing the evolution of maritime craftsmanship over the centuries.
Very cool.
One section highlights the emigration from Bergen to the US, and there's also an exhibition.
What? Wait, what? Hold up. We can't just gloss over that. There was immigration from Bergen to the United States. When was this? What is this? I'm in the United States. I've never heard about this. This was like specifically from Bergen. A lot of Norwegians immigrated to the United States? How long ago? I want to know more about this, but I don't think we're going to get into much detail. That's really cool. I didn't know about this story.
There's also an exhibition about the oil and gas industry off the west coast of Norway.
Okay.
I think this museum is well worth it if you're interested in maritime history.
Yeah. Oh, wow. What? Like, even all this... He just shows things, like, that are little clips. I don't even know if they're supposed to be that big a deal. But this really is a big deal to me. Even the statues like this, that is freaking awesome. I've never seen... Those are really realistic as well. And again, this is just out in, like, the public town square, I guess, huh? That is cool. And the art?
And after a few hours of exploring, it's time for some lunch.
Okay.
So Bergen is all about seafood, but just one block up from the fish market, you can find a really good hot dog kiosk named Trekroneren, the 3 crowns, and they have reindeer hot dogs.
You know what? I feel like in a different video, I feel like I've seen this hot dog stand. Is this a really, really famous hot dog stand? How popular, how famous can one hot dog stand possibly be? This is Trekroneren? I swear, in another video, I've seen a reference to this hot dog stand. Is that possible? Or do all Bergen Norwegian hot dog stands look really similar? Or is this like really famous?
Ta en sånn reinsdyrpølse. Ja.
Oh yes, and of course the reindeer hot dog. Oh my, it's so gigantic. That would fill you up all day. That is so huge.
On top of the lingonberry jam goes some fried onions, then some mustard, and it's all set.
Takk skal.
Oh my god, how much does this cost? It looks good. I've just never personally had reindeer. I think a lot of Americans would be a little put off by the idea of eating a reindeer, because here in America, reindeers are seen as like cute. We associate them with Christmas. A lot of Americans don't even know reindeer actually exist in real life. But I am curious what the meat tastes like. And do you really put jam on it? Jam. I've never even thought about putting jam on a hot dog. Okay.
Looks pretty good. Reindeer hot dog.
Reindeer hot dog.
It's really good. Goes really well with lingonberry.
Lingonberry. Reindeer hot dog. I swear I've seen this hot dog stand before. I don't know. Maybe this is a really famous hot dog stand in Bergen. But I think we're gonna stop right there for now. This video is actually pretty long. We're only halfway done with this video, but I'm enjoying this very, very much. This is giving me such a unique perspective of Bergen. I love that we're traveling to all these places in Bergen that are not as well known, these little hidden gems. I think that's really fun. There's a lot that Bergen has to offer that I never knew about, but I think I'm gonna have to stop here and I'll continue the rest of this next time in part 2. So if you've enjoyed this so far, feel free to give this video a like or leave a comment with your thoughts on Bergen, any of this cool stuff we've seen, or any other cool things in Bergen that we haven't seen yet. That'd be really cool to hear about. And if you're interested in more videos like this, or part 2, feel free to subscribe for more videos of me reacting to Norway and Norwegian culture and learning things and seeing things in Norway for the first time. Feel free to subscribe for more of that, and until then, thanks for watching and see you next time.